2, 1, catch.
Stop! Get out!
I've made other types of films. I've definitely done stunts before and things like that. The whole energy of this movie is something different than I've been a part of. And truly, Michael is the reason I wanted to make this film.
You see how this looks? Just take 1 second right now and see how this looks.
I didn't come in with very many preconceived notions of what it would be like working with Michael Bay. It was just wild from the first day that I stepped on the set.
You think you're so tough with that gun?
Yo, Daddy, relax.
It's such a spectacle. You don't get anything but a spectacle from Michael Bay.
Here we go! Ready, and fire!
There are not a lot of directors who themselves have become kind of household names, and I do think that Michael Bay is the consummate action director of his time.
Bring it low, then start to go up. I want the helo to come in from up here. Let him come in!
We started casting the movie, and the job that he put on me was call around town, see if my crew is available.
When you get Bay, yes, you also get his team.
Michael's really loyal to his crew, and there's a lot of us that are family.
Great shot. Nice.
When Michael called me, he said, this is a drama, this is an intimate relationship movie that takes place in an ambulance.
It's his version of a character piece, as he said.
Breathe with me, I'm breathing.
Calm down.
For such a long time, it felt like a small independent indie movie that we were doing in the back of an ambulance. And then I see the humongous explosion. I was like, oh, it's still a Michael Bay movie.
The explosions and everything you're seeing, it's real. That ain't a computer. That's a helicopter under a bridge. That's an explosion around your main characters. It's all real.
Okay, this is fun.
With the energy on this set, we knew that we were making something that was high octane.
Let's go ahead and stage, please. Stage.
And I've said this before, I believe he's an auteur. You know that the camera is going to take you to a place that you haven't been before.
What I didn't realize is we were gonna be intermixing stunts with scenes. So we'd go do a scene, and then all of a sudden he'd be like, okay, I need 6 cars, and they're gonna do this. And we would just run right into this stunt.
Shoot at me! Shoot me, mother! Silver van, shut it up, bring it over here, put it in the curb.
They were like, wow, this is happening fast and it's happening now and it's not traditional in the way that you usually do things.
Hey guys, let's set the dolly track, it's better here.
You have to be ready for everything because that's the way he works.
Working with Michael is like no other experience you could possibly have as a creative. The speed and the amount that he accomplishes in one day is mind-blowing, to say the least.
There's not like a shot list that he sends you with. It's more like, I'm gonna throw you an audible and you're gonna do it.
Brain higher up, and you're gonna be a faster move.
What I love about working with him is he drives towards the energy of a scene. When something's happening, he runs right towards it. He takes risks.
I think some passenger cars, they should be going 15 miles an hour, so it looks like we're hauling ass.
He's a kid in the backyard with a camcorder, playing with his cars and making things. I really, really enjoyed the spirit of play that he brings to the work. It's contagious.
You gotta be kidding me.
That's actually not as loud as your real voice.
That's my side.
People make a lot of noise about him and how much noise he makes. And that is true, you know? I don't think he would deny that.
Okay, guys, this is what looks stupid. A BB gun, you're not gonna be firing.
But I think what's really special is he has a real reverence for actors. I think he really respects the process.
So although he works fast, he loves a good idea. He loves an enthusiastic actor who has ideas and questions and things like that.
Okay, no, don't make it sound fair because get that feeling thing.
Michael, he's a great creative person, and I just look him in the eye and I know that there's 100,000 things going through his brain.
Michael Bay, director, makeup artist.
I got only me to blame, okay? Swear to God.
But I can keep up with him, and I think he likes that. He likes that you can speak up and say what you want and stand up for what is important.
But that kind of defeats the purpose of me screaming it. It's more like internal. She's like lying.
Okay, but my camera's moving so much.
And then sometimes we have to fight for those moments where we can really calm it down and say, okay, now, Mike, I think I've earned a moment to be simple here. I want a moment to be quiet. So he says, no, I want it louder. I want it just louder, faster.
We would poke at Michael and see how far we could go. I would always be like, seeing how far I could push Michael and laugh. And it was really, really fun.
So, yeah, you got to kind of push back at Mike a little bit.
So let's roll this thing. This is obviously not the first cut scene you're gonna see. This is kind of my sizzle guy cutting it. It's more about a vibe for the movie, all right?
Everyone's a bit kind of shell-shocked until about the middle of the movie when he drops an amazing teaser and you go, holy man, that is amazing. That's the movie we're making. And then everyone's like, this process works. It's unique in its own way.
It's really exciting because I think I learned an insane amount of things on this film.
I wrote this story because I wanted to do a story that had to be a movie. It's going to be cinematic and special. And in the end, only Michael Bay could direct.
You see it in his films. They're amazing. Scope is just, it's ridiculous. And even as much as I've done with him, you still are impressed by just the scope of what he does.
Hey, don't you move!
And there is no one like Michael Bay. There is no one creating this type of entertainment.
We don't get to walk off into the sunset!